If you're making any of the gearing mistakes that we are about to cover in this account takeover video, then dude, you can fix these and like double the strength of your champion roster basically overnight or even in a matter of hours. We've got a hell of a lot to get into, man. We've got some really good legendary champions with this account that appear to have a lot of hand-me-down gear, whereas we're focusing a lot of our best gear in the account on champs that are unbooked, which, well, it's something that we can take a look at. We've also got some very questionable... I saw these gear choices on the Doom Priest, man. I couldn't help but laugh. I couldn't help myself, man. Welcome to an account takeover of Mr. and Mrs. Knight's account. We've got the flat HP gauntlets on the Doom Priest with an attack percentage cruel chestplate. Oh, bloody hell, no. She's running at like 140, 135 speed or something like that. Even the perception boots are attack percentage. The reason I'm pointing out Doom Priest, man, is because this is an account that's looking to progress into Hydra. She's a fantastic support champion for pushing into Hydra in a pinch. She does a lot of work for your team, but the builds are just a bit all over the place in some of these guys, man. We're going to be talking about that and a whole bunch of other things, man, so stay tuned. For right now, if you're looking to start off a new raid account, man, there is no better way to get that done than by clicking on my beginner promo link, which is down below at the top of the video description box, man. Click on that link down below, man. Use it to create a new raid account. You're going to get yourself Karato Fox Hunter as a free starter legendary champ, whole bunch of free epic champions as well as you level up your account. You can even use beginner promo code on day one of your new account, Desert Queen, that's all one word, that promo code, to grab yourself to Hanarak, free void legendary support champion as well on day one of your new account, man. Just the best beginner promo link going. I do what I can as well to sort of focus my account takeover efforts on accounts that have used my promo link to sign up, because frankly it's the least I can do. And so yeah, remember that promo link is down there, man. Okay, let's get to work. Now, first of all, man, the skill book distribution on this account, full Keeper Wixwell, fully booked up, lovely, succulent, juicy, awesome. Next one, we've got an Acrisia on this account. Mr. and Mrs. Knight. You had, man, I don't know how many goats you had to sacrifice, okay, in order to get this quality of legendaries on this account. Like, even the Mashald and like the Sun Wukong, I'm guessing the Wukong's from a beginner code, but even the Mashald is like a giga chad of a legendary, right? The quality of legendaries on this account, oh, beautiful. And the Acrisia also fully booked up as well. I do still be pumping books into Udex Atto. I'd say stop. I'd say just wait, man. There are better champions to put these books into, but frankly, we've already got the Mashald basically fully booked as well. The Udex Atto only needs one more book now at this point to get his A2 fully booked up. So you know what? Fine, let's just finish booking him up, I suppose. One thing I would say is I would have liked to have seen the books go into the Sun Wukong instead, only because he's our only block buffs champion. At least that can do the job reliably. I think we have a Fenax in the vault on this account, but when it comes to a reliable block buffs champion for taking into Hydra, you've got to be very mindful of, once your account has like maybe a dozen level 60s, you better have a block buffs champion on your account or you are not doing more than 2 million damage into normal Hydra, man. You'd be lucky to hit 1.5 million, you know, or even a million on some accounts, man. So I would have liked to have seen the books go into the Wukong instead. It's fine. Something we can work on in future. As for epic books, we have a fully booked up Rector Dreth, a fully booked up Morag, and a Farrakhan, all very good. Then we've kind of split our books a little bit between the Haikatoon and the Taragi. Were this me, I think I probably would go ahead and finish up booking up the Taragi. I think that is A2 is worth booking down to just get it on a 310 cooldown. Just helps with wave control and dungeons and that kind of thing, which is somewhere we will be using him, right? The likes of Ice Golem and stuff like that. But that's going to be a whole other video, man, talking about dungeon teams for this account and the optimal champion types to build for every dungeon for fast progress in this game. That's going to be another video that I do in this account takeover session. For now, let's finally get to the builds, right? That's the skill book breakdown. Now, what about the artifact choices? Actually, very hodgepodge build going on the Farrakhan. I don't mind it that much, man. You can choose to veer away from attack percentage and crit rate on your Farrakhan. It's fine. You can go for more defense stats and HP stats instead. His attack actually doesn't matter that much. Getting him moving fast and having him be survivable so that he can just spam his ally attack as much as possible is usually the best way to go about it with Farrakhan. This build, I'll leave it as it is. We don't have that much silver to play with on the account, so I'm not going to touch that. One build that I am going to go ahead and switch on up is going to be Acrisia's build. So she's currently rocking about 260% crit damage, and the reason, by the way, I want to focus all of our best gear, all of our best damage dealer gear on the Acrisia is because she's fully booked. And she's just the best legendary in the game, because she's not the best legendary in the game, right? That's an exaggeration. but she's bloody good, right? This is a champion I pulled void shards for recently, trying to hit on a progressive chance. Failed miserably to get her. I'm so jelly, man, of this account having the Acrisia, dude. Oh, fully bucked up. Every single attack deals damage based on HP, attack, and enemy max HP, and so you can build her to be survivable and a god tier damage dealer all in one. The fact she's fully bucked, she's also our clan boss damage dealer. Yeah. Let's go ahead, man, and focus our gear on the Acrisia. And this is something that you want to do as well, man. If you're getting a champion on your account that's like a huge nuker or just like an extremely good support champion, right? Like an Estrid or a Nekmothar or something like that, right? Just one of these insane champs that's making a massive difference on your account, and you've got them fully booked. Dude! Prioritize your best gear on that champion first, right? Literally go into your bloody fitting room, okay? Activate your fitting room so you can like try on pieces of gear and like not waste silver to take them off or whatever. There's a free gear removal on right now, but whatever, you know? And what you want to do is hit the equipped button right here to include all artifacts that are already equipped on some of your current champions, and just rebuild the champion from scratch, man. Just do it. You'll get something that looks a little bit like this, right? We're switcherooing things. This shield originally, this Slayer shield with a triple red stat. Oh, crit damage roll and just glorious substats for an Acrisia. This was originally on the Alice. I actually just pulled it off when I was checking the account originally. Also, these boots were sitting on like a level 50 Vorgoth. Like, no way, dude. These are going on the goddamn Acrisia, dude. We're going to be working up the Acrisia speed from 160 to 170. Her defense is going to take a bit of a hit, but that's only until we can eventually roll up other pieces. She's going to gain some HP, I should say, once we fully roll up this chest plate. Most importantly, though, his speed's going up and her crit damage is going up, and that's what it's all about, man. That's all we really care about at this time on the Acrisia. Another thing that you want to be really, really mindful of as well is knowing when to retire a champion, man. Frozen Banshee, I'm looking at you. Frozen Banshee is one of those champions where she saves her time on your account, right? She's one of those gals who she's one of those gals that comes and goes, man. What can I say, you know? As if I know anything about, what am I even, okay. Anyway, like Frozen Banshee in the early game, she's great as a damage dealer into Demon Lord. She's worth booking up for that job as well. And even though she's got a review of a 4.7 in Dragon Slayer, just ignore this. You're not using Frozen Banshee in Dragon Slayer, dude. Maybe like 2% of people do or something, but the likelihood that by the time you're pushing like stage 20 dragon and beyond, that you're going to have a better poisoner that's going to do, you know, damage against the waves and help against Dragon's boss, very, very high, right? We're not using Frozen Banshee and Demon Lord anymore because we've got bloody Acrisia, for God's sake. Oh, I can't help but get hyped every time I say Acrisia's name, man. Can you tell? Anyways, yeah, the Frozen Banshee doesn't have a purpose on this account anymore, man. She's not a good Faction Wars champion. She just single target poisons. That's it. Every single one of her skills is single target. I would not hesitate for a second to pull any of the gear needed off of this Frozen Banshee, and once she's like a couple of pieces of gear down, I just go ahead and retire her to the vault straight up and just never use her again. Another champion that frankly deserves more is also going to be the Mashald. If we're looking to push into Hydra, this is an amazing, amazing not just damage dealer actually, but brings increased speed, increased crit damage buffs and a 3-turn cooldown, which is awesome, and places leech against all enemies with this A2 as well, which is also amazing for just like extra survivability, extra healing against Hydra. Grants an extra turn on this A2, so it's actually just like a 2-turn cooldown, and then on his A3, he brings a big old single target smack that just has a chance of stealing enemy buffs as well. So I know, dude, he's just a bit of a, he's just a pumper, dude, when it comes to dealing damage into Hydra. Brings a lot of utility as well. We haven't fully booked, again, unlike some of the other legendary damage dealers on the account, and so for me, again, we should focus on building out this Mashald and really focusing on putting some of our better gear on him. And oh man, here is the rebuild that we've got planned out for the Mashald. Now, there's some oddities that I discovered here, sort of along the way a little bit. On our old Hermit Yorg, we have a pretty damn solid Slayer weapon just sitting around on old Hermit Yorg. Old Hermit Yorg, of course, Reviver, 10 meter booster, that kind of thing. Yeah, I don't know what this weapon was doing on old Hermit Yorg, but this is what I'm talking about, man. Redistributing some of those items to our champs that really need it, right? We've got a helmet right here that's on our Commodus. Now, it does give accuracy and speed, red stat on the crit rate as well. Of course, that our Commodus is unbooked. And so for me, we could be much better off just giving a small downgrade to our Commodus if it means really min-maxing and just maxing out our Mashald as much as we possibly can. Now, this Mashald build does leave him at only 127 accuracy, and so we could look to go ahead and when we eventually do get an accuracy banner, equip on up an accuracy banner once he's 6-star ascended, and that could get him up to like, I don't know, 210, 220 accuracy or something before Great Hole nodes. To be honest though, it's only the leech debuff. I'm not sure that we'll need that debuff exactly into Hydra. Might be a high priority to just get this banner on the Mashald, to be honest, man. Get him the defense stats and just make sure that he can stay alive easier against Hydra, and we can get to the accuracy when we get to it, you know. This would also give us like 6 or 7 pieces of Slayer gear equipped as well. On the Mashald, that's so 50% extra crit damage, all that good stuff. I think it's going to be a pretty damn solid min-max for the guy, but this is the best build that we can get on him so far. Now for Sun Wukong, a little bit of an awkward one. He's only level 50 and he's not fully bugged up, but he's going to be very, very important for our progression into Hydra. This is more of like just a note on accuracy on your champions. Of course, you need accuracy in this game to land any kind of debuff against the enemy, any kind of decreased 10 meter, the ability to steal enemy buffs, anything you're doing to the enemy that's not damage requires accuracy in this game. How much accuracy do you need? You need about 10 accuracy per dungeon stage that you're climbing. So for stage 20 dungeons, you need about 200 accuracy. To get started into normal mode Hydra for the first time, I think it's about 220 accuracy-ish. Is what you're looking for into normal mode Hydra when you're just getting started in there. And so the Sun Wukong, a little bit on the low side. I'll see if I can just patch up his build a little bit, at least. Biggest concern for Sun Wukong is being alive for any more than 3 seconds in Hydra, though, at level 50, of course. In fact, see, look, I can't. I'm falling into the trap as well, man. Let's not get ahead of ourselves with the Sun Wukong. I think we've got to prioritize refining the Cold Hearts build, to be honest. She's a little bit over crit rate. Her crit damage isn't very high. This is such a damn good champion, to be honest. And she's fully booked out as well, of course, on this account, which again means that we need to prioritize our best gear on her. We can't ignore the Cold Heart, man. We're still on stage 16 in some dungeons on this account as well, by the way. So, yeah, the Cold Heart should make it. It's just an illegal move, man. We shouldn't be stuck anywhere in any of the dungeons with a Cold Heart on the squad and with this quality of champions. You know what I'm saying? And all right, there we go, man. Cold Heart rebuild done. Yeah, just switching on a couple of pieces of Cruel gear, a couple of pieces of Slayer gear. Slight crit damage increase. I don't want to roll these gloves up just yet because we're running a bit low on silver on the account, and there's a gear enhancement tomorrow. I've also switched on a bit of a suboptimal piece of crap pinpoint ring, but it's just to get the 1 set bonus of just a plus 20 accuracy because, yeah, we do need to try and push 200 accuracy on our Cold Heart if we can. Cold Heart's also unique in that she doesn't need to be built with 100% crit rate because she has an extra 30% chance to crit on her A3, so it's fine to float anywhere from like 70 to 90% on your Cold Heart, and you can do just fine as long as that A3 is getting its crit off. That's like the most important thing. So gonna lose a bit of crit rate there, Ben, but that's okay. Okay, let's go ahead, man, and slam this gear on. Oh god, the Rector's Wrath. Okay, I didn't actually check this build before. Oi, 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 is all I'm gonna say about this, man. These 3-star artifacts and stuff. She's fully booked, right? Okay, yeah, so this is another example, man. Fully booked champion with hand-me-down gear on from when this account was brand new. So yeah, we gotta go ahead and chip away at this. Boots are actually like relatively okay. No banner at all on the Rector either. We've got an accuracy banner just sitting here. She does need accuracy for her A1 at least. Okay, and ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Rector's Wrath Reborn build, dude. We're getting like 20 speed, 200 defense, 3000 health. Basically, all of the good stuff is going up. Accuracy up to 256. Dude, this champion is now ready to rock and roll for Hydra, man, straight up. There's a bunch of artifacts here that are rolled up to rank 15 as well. Again, I don't want to take them to rank 16 yet. This is a gear enhancement event starting soon, so I don't want to faff on too much with piling ranks and piling levels into these, but yeah, we should rank these up to rank 16 as well, Mr. and Mrs. Knight, for when you see this video. And when for the gear enhancement event goes up, this Rector is ready to rock and roll. Now into Hydra. And now it's finally time to fix the Doom Priest build, man. Which is a really easy champion to build, by the way. It's lovely when you can build a support champion like this, who doesn't need accuracy at all, right? She's just a pure healer and cleanser champion. Doesn't require accuracy for the A1, and she just brings a buff on the A2, so all you're looking to do when building a Doom Priest, man, I mean, half the time, what you want to do is just go into your filter, okay? You want to go to priority stats, set speed as the highest priority stat, and then just scroll all the way down to the bottom and click the hide set filters button right here at the bottom, and that's just going to order all of your artifacts on your account by order of speed, man. Really simple to do. Obviously, you might want to go ahead and uncheck boots and just check everything else, and you can just go ahead and just build like the fastest Doom Priest that you possibly can, man. There's a few champions like this. Elva Autumnborn is another champion that you can build in this way. Ooh. So something like this was the initial build that I had for Doomy, but I'm quickly changing my mind. We've got some good speed roll relentless gear, man, which is fantastic for Doom Priest, because it gets to trigger her passive twice if she gets the extra turn. From Relentless Gear. The stats on these look pretty gosh darn excellent. Let's just see if I can build something here real quick. We've got a headpiece that we can go ahead and build as well. HP percent and speed rolls are obviously optimal. Bit of HP, bit of resistance, not great. Speed or HP? Oh, whoops. Up to 12, speed or HP. Okay, a little bit of extra speed there as well. Okay, good, man. So we're going to lose a bit of speed here compared to the build that we just had, but I still think this is really good. God, I can't resist. I gotta roll the shield up to 12, man. I just have to. Man. Oh, it hits resistance. Okay, I shouldn't have did that. Okay, for reload, this Doom Priest build is great. I'd like it to be faster, but at the same time, I think that the value of a Relentless set on Doom Priest is great, such that I'm willing to sacrifice like 20 speed on the Doom Priest to get a Relentless set on this gal. When she gets that extra 10 and she double triggers her passive, so good into Demon Lord, man. I would put this champion a pretty high priority, maybe like right behind Sun Wukong as like the next level 60 champ on this account, and so I am more than happy to go ahead and just slam the gear on this champion straight away. Honestly, her defensive stats and her health and stuff are not bad, even just as level 50 without a banner, which obviously should be like an HP or a defense banner with speed substat rolls. And finally, that brings us to the Hydra team that I got planned out for this account, which you can probably guess based on the champions that we were maxing up just now what that team is going to look like, man. Going to be running Wixwell in this team. Now, he's got to be a little bit careful with Wixwell. We've really got to get the Sun Wukong booked so that he's placing up that block buff, debuff. Why? Because Wixwell, while he's a pretty good Hydra provoker, we've got our Wixwell built out for Demon Lord Clan Boss in a Relentless set, in a Reflex set, meaning we can't build him for resistance, which is important because Wixwell is constantly buffing himself up with counterattack buffs. Right, and the Head of Mischief is going to steal that counterattack buff and try and spread it to all of the Hydra heads. If that happens, the run is going to end so fast, you'll actually go back in time and stop playing the run before you even started it. Like, that's how quickly the run's going to end if the Hydra heads get to spread counterattack buff. Okay, it's going to be a disaster. And so, getting the Sun Wukong fully bucked up and getting that block buffs debuff up on the Hydra heads with 100% reliability on a quick Sun Wukong that can keep that buff up at all times is crucial if we were running Wixwell as the provoker. Also, because we're running Wixwell as a Reflex set user, it means he's going to be getting all kinds of cooldown reductions on his A2 and on his A3. That's actually a bad thing against the Head of Decay, where we just want him to be spamming his provoke as much as possible, as long as the Head of Decay is active, right? We need to keep that provoke up on the Head of Decay. And Wixwell is like the only reliable provoker we've got, I think, on this account that we can get that done with. That means we're going to need to manual. Anytime it gets to Wixwell's turn, in these Hydra runs, Mr. and Mrs. Knight, I hope you're listening, man. You gotta be manualing the Wixwell. You can't just leave it up to the AI to do it, sadly. And the thing is, as soon as the Head of Decay is dead, and while the Head of Decay is dead, you don't have to manual at all. Great, man. Let the Wixwell put up his shields. Let him place the decreased attack debuff on an AoE. You might want to use some of these skills anyway, like using your own judgment as you're manualing the fight, but the Wixwell can work great. He might just be a little bit of a pain against Head of Decay. Sun Wukong is obviously there for the block buffs debuff. Getting him fully booked up to get this cooldown reduced is going to be very big indeed. I didn't rebuild the Sun Wukong just yet because he's level 50 and he's still a ways away from being fully booked, and so not mega high priority. As for the Mashald, this guy kind of hybrid buffer, debuffer, damage dealer thing going on with the Mashald. The increased speed, increased crit damage buff, AoE leeches. We've already talked about Mashald. Great damage dealer, kind of buffer hybrid for your team. He's going to do a damn good job for us. Acrisia speaks for herself. That's why we rebuilt the Acrisia and focused all of our best gear on this gal. She's basically going to be better everywhere in the game now. Every single one of her skills is an enemy max HP skill, and so she is going to be just lovely into Hydra. Also, decreased damage taken from AoE attacks by 50%. Bloody hell, man, I forgot about that. So, like, she's even more survivable than you might think into Hydra as well, so God, what a champion she is, dude. Anyways, man, as for our 2 support champions, one of which is going to be a Reviver, is going to be in the Rector Dreath, who is also fully booked on up. As you saw, we increased her speed by a lot. Her defensive stats are much, much better, and so she's ready to rock and roll. And then the humble Doom Priest. I swear to God, this is like one of the most slept-on epic champions in the game. I've done multiple account takeovers, man, where, God, I think I did an account takeover in the past where I took like a level 43 5-star Doom Priest and used it to beat Amius on the account, man. Like, she's so bloody good. There are just no words, man. Doom Priest is awesome, okay? And even awesome doesn't do it justice, man. This passive is just so excellent into Hydra. She's in a relentless set. We just got to get at level 60. Get a good, like, defense or HP banner on this gal. She'll do all kinds of healing, man. All kinds of cleanses against those poisons, against those true fears, against those provokes, right? There's a lot of crap to do within Hydra. She's going to be doing a hell of a lot, man, for cleansing all of those off. And the increased attack buff is just a bonus. For me, this Hydra team, once fully booked up, once everyone is, like, geared out correctly, like the Wukong's gear needs some work, obviously, could probably quite comfortably progress into hard difficulty Hydra, let alone normal. That said, we're not ready at all to take on Hydra right now because Sun Wukong just doesn't have the accuracy, doesn't have the health, and is only level 50 and isn't booked. So, yeah, there's no point us trying a Hydra run right now, but this is the team to work towards for Mr. and Mrs. Knight. Absolutely love the idea, by the way, of a Mr. and Mrs. account. I believe it actually is a Mr. and Mrs. That are playing this account as well, which is so cool. I wish I could convince my wife to play, man. It would really help, man, if she could, like, help me blast fusions and stuff, you know? Or, like, play my free-to-play account on the side. Do a little bit of grinding for me, man, while I'm playing on my main account, you know? Oh, well, you know, I've tried to get her playing Raid, man. She's not bothered. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to go ahead and do some more work on this account, but it's going to be in another video. I wanted to keep this one focused on the champion rebuilds and just talk about some ideas with rebuilding champions. You'll also note as well that a lot of champions, including the Cold Heart build as well, just another kind of tip right at the end here while everybody's already tuned out of the video, so hello if you're still watching. Another big stage of your account is switching from crit rate gauntlets to crit damage gauntlets on your damage dealers and getting crit capped from other sources, right? You don't want to over-rely on your crit rate gauntlets for too long, especially in your fully booked out champions, right? You've got like Cold Hearts and a Charizia on your account. Get them in the crit damage gauntlets as quickly as you possibly can. Find that crit rate from elsewhere, man. Your stats will thank you. You're going to hit much harder with these guys. And it's a big milestone to aim for. Once you've got like your first maybe dozen level 60 champs, you really want to then start pivoting away from crit damage, from crit rate gauntlets into crit damage. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy this one, man. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit like on the video and all of that good stuff. And of course, if you're looking to start off a new raid account, make sure to get that done using my beginner promo link, which you can find down below at the top of the video description box, man. Click that link, use it to sign up. That's all you got to do. All the freebies in the galaxy will be yours. Thanks for watching, and I'm going to catch all of you all just a tad bit later, man.